What's up, everybody? Daniel Day back again with another video for DDay Gaming, and today we are not going to be unboxing this guy. Why? Well, because we already did that on my channel like a day or two ago, right? Actually, today we're going to be unboxing this guy right here. This is the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition, and if you haven't figured it out already, this is the smaller, cheaper, more wired version of this guy. So if you are into that sort of thing, stick around and we will get to cutting this bad boy open right after the break. Okay, so clearly you can see that there's a pretty decent box size difference here, right? You know, I'm sure part of that is because this thing is wired, and so it does not need to have the cool color changing charging base that I've got over here. So that's definitely going to make it smaller. It's also cheaper. I'm sure the packaging isn't quite as ornate. We'll find out in a minute. Now, some of you may be wondering why in the world, if I already bought and unboxed this one for you guys, I picked up the smaller Tournament Edition Mamba. And, you know, there's a few reasons for that. Firstly, I was just kind of curious, right? You know, this one is, I think, roughly half the price, and I was wondering what features there were that were different and all of that fun stuff. Also, this one's wired, you know, I mean, some people, regardless of the money difference, would prefer this one because wired mouses obviously typically you're going to have less input lag, you're not going to have any range issues, sync issues, all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I was a little curious about that too. And then on top of that, I've got several computers, right? This mouse is only going to work on one of them. I've got 3 Macs on this desk alone. So definitely figured I've got this, I've got my old Razer Naga, perhaps I can keep using on another one, and still needed a third mouse, right? So went ahead and picked one of these up. So that is the plan. Today we're gonna unbox this thing. I did find it curious that this one actually has got a little Velcro piece here that you can open up and actually see the mouse and read a little bit more about it. So definitely a little bit less ornate than this box, and certainly better as far as being in a brick and mortar location, because you can open it up and actually see the thing that you're about to buy, which was not an option with this guy. So yeah, I suppose, you know, in the last few of these videos, I have actually adjusted the camera angle and done all of that fun stuff to show the unboxing, but this one seems substantially simpler than the rest of them. So perhaps we just leave the camera like it is right here. Let me set this down and get my official box opening knife here, and yeah, let's cut this open and see what is inside. Before I do that though, yeah, nothing super interesting on the packaging. Like I said, you can flip it open if that is your cup of tea. There is actually a hole down here, which I'm not sure why, but I suspect that, again, it has something to do with just letting you know if you pick this up. Hey, try opening this, right? Since there's not a big Open Me logo here or here. But yeah, other than that, just seems to be pretty standard fare, letting you know that you can change the colors and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in from the bottom. That is always a good choice. And let's see here. Get that opened up. And I guess we can just slide this whole tray out. Yep, there we go. All right, nothing else in the box there. Let me set this knife down before I cause myself physical harm. So yeah, let's flip it upside down. Looks like there is a little tray here, and you've got your Razer documentation and another one of these little plastic straps that we've got on everything else. The guide and little, looks like, yeah, little congratulations, no turning back. This is not on the nice wax paper like the other 3 Razer products I've unboxed over the last few days was. Just some other information, quick start guide, and all of that fun stuff. And oh, yep, here we go. Here's our Razer stickers. Nice to see that they didn't skimp out on those just because this is a cheaper mouse. I can't recall exactly how much I paid for this. I think it's like $89.99, something like that. I want to say it's about $90 as opposed to the other one, which was like $190 or something like that. So don't quote me on that. I know prices fluctuate all the time, but it strikes me like it was like 180 bucks $190 somewhere in there for the Mamba, and this one was $90 for the Mamba Tournament Edition. So yeah, so there you go. Set that off to the side, and other than that, it looks like, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we have got our actual Mamba mouse. This one obviously has a wire coming out of it since it's not a wireless mouse. Nice, thick, braided cable, as has been the case with all of my other Razer products. And yeah, it looks like it's got a gold-plated USB connector on it, like almost everything. You know, I meant to mention it, but so my Firefly gaming mat and my Mamba, those have gold-plated connectors. So did my old Razer Naga, but this brand new V2 Black Widow keyboard does not. It's just got a regular connector, which is fine. People overestimate the whole gold connector thing and all of that. It basically has less to do with signal quality in cases like this and more to do with potential for corrosion. I doubt that I'm going to have a problem with corrosion, seeing as how I'm not planning on removing it from my computer very frequently. That thing will probably corrode well after I've replaced it with something else. So yeah, but just wanted to point out this one's got gold connectors like the rest of that, and yeah, it looks like a little piece of plastic here on the bottom. So satisfying to peel that off, and yeah, you know, honestly, it feels like the other one, just wired. So I was a little afraid that it wasn't going to have enough weight to it since it was a cheaper mouse and all of that, but yeah, it totally does. Feels very, very comfortable in the hand. It's got the same rubberized grips and all of that over on both sides. You can see the LED strips going around there. Seems to have the exact same button layout, exact same curvature, and all of that. The buttons feel the same as this one that I've been using for a little bit now. Wheel seems to be the same size, same two buttons right here, and you know, your same two thumb buttons over here. Even the weird little speaker grill looking pieces up front. So honestly, it looks and feels basically identical to the wireless version. It's just permanently got a cord running out of it. And remember, with the wireless version, if you want, you can plug the included USB cable into it and run it as a wired mouse. I suspect at that point that you know, they would basically feel identical. I'm not sure if there's many other differences there. I may at some point, after I have put this through its paces, do like a comparison video of the Mamba to the Mamba Tournament Edition, but we'll save that for another video. Honestly, at this point, all I can tell you is it feels great. It looks to be identically sized and all of that. Feels, like I said, just as great in the hand. All the same buttons, same LED strips and all of that. I do notice on the bottom that there aren't the little adjuster areas for changing the force required to register mouse clicks. That seems to not be a feature on this one. But one thing I am noticing here, I'll have to plug it in and check, but it appears as though the Razer logo on this one has LEDs behind it. So not sure. Was a little disappointed to find that my wireless Mamba's Razer logo does not light up, although all the other parts on it do. But yeah, just assumed it would for some reason, and it doesn't. But then I discovered on my Firefly mat that the Razer logo did light up, which I was not expecting. So you win some, you lose some, right? But this one looks like maybe it does. I don't want to get my hopes up. I should probably plug this in and see, right? Why don't we unplug the other guy, because I am really out of USB ports at this point with all of this stuff. So let me unplug that and plug this in. And let's see. Oh, hey, look at that. Obviously, every time I plug something into this, for some reason my Mac wants me to register the keyboard. Not really sure what that is. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of really quickly here. And I am an old pro on this at this point. Okay, there we go. So yeah, look at that. They basically are identical. It lights up, and the Razer logo lights up. I don't know if you can see for sure, but that does not happen on the wireless one right here. So yeah, that is very, very cool. bottoms of them look almost identical, save for the little spots to adjust the key presses, and that seems to be a slight difference right here up top in between the mouse button areas there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, they appear to be identical. So yeah, I suppose if you are somebody that prefers wired mice anyway, this thing is substantially cheaper. I'm certainly going to play around with this thing, put it through its paces. That is very cool, holding both of them and them cycling through the colors at the same time. I'm really digging these LED lights, let me tell you. Very, very happy with this stuff so far. Sorry, just realized that my camera cut out. So anyway, yeah, so far very impressed with the thing. Glad to see that it looks and feels just like its wireless big brother. I was a little worried about that, but yeah, very impressed with it so far. So really got to put it through its paces and all of that fun stuff. I might come back later with a review video of sorts and perhaps a comparison video between the Mamba and the Mamba Tournament Edition, but just wanted to unbox it and show it to you guys so that you kind of get an idea of a few of the key differences for now at least, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. As I have with the last several of these videos, I'm planning on moving the camera and dimming the lights in just a moment so that I can end this video with some of the lighting effects. Those have been my favorite thing so far with all of these Razer products. I think that, yeah, all the color options and animations in that are very, very cool. Okay, so that about does it for me. Like I said, we'll get to the lighting effects in just a minute. Hopefully those turn out okay, but just wanted to say thanks if you have made it this far in this video. I really appreciate it and wanted to give a special shout out to my subscribers. You guys rock. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to encourage you to maybe check out some of my other videos, do some poking around, and if you enjoy my particular brand of rambling, maybe consider subscribing. It is totally free for you. It helps me out quite a bit, and it makes my day. It makes me smile. So anyway, if you want to find me other places on the internet, you can follow me on Twitter at that DDay guy, and I also simultaneously stream games to both YouTube Gaming and Twitch. For YouTube, you have already found the right place. Don't want to lose me, click that subscribe button. As if Twitch is more your thing, it's the same content in both places, so totally just whatever you prefer. My username there is DDay on Twitch. So once again, guys, just wanted to say thanks for watching. Again, I appreciate it, and let's get this light show started.